Today we're diving deep into the history of Fortnite maps and ranking them from worst to best. But since there's been so many different versions of maps, with slight changes and updates, we're just going to go over 5 maps, one from each chapter, so let's get into it. So starting off our epic countdown at number 5, we have Chapter 5. Now don't get me wrong, it's a decent map, but it's still finding its footing. The locations are promising, but they just don't quite stack up to the competition yet. But that may change as the chapter progresses, so as of right now I've got this in at number 5. But coming in at number 4, we've got Chapter 4. While it brought some good times, there have definitely been better maps in my opinion, but we've got to mention Mega City. That was probably the standout POI from that map. That place was great, providing that futuristic vibe with the huge buildings, kinda like a futuristic version of Tilted Towers. Overall, it was a good map, but I think the other 3 above it are a little bit better. So coming in at number 3, we encounter Chapter 3. This map was a gem, with iconic locations such as the Daily Bugle and a plethora of amazing POIs. Plus, the multiple biomes added an extra layer of excitement. We saw the return of older locations, such as Greasy Grove and Shifty Shafts, being mixed in with brand new locations. This offered a mix of nostalgia, but in a fresh way. In my opinion, the desert biome was really cool, with 2 great locations there, especially with the racetrack. And yeah, this was a great map in my opinion. But now, at number 2, this one's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Chapter 2. Season 2 was probably the pinnacle of this chapter, with iconic spots like the Agency, the Grotto, and who could forget Deadpool's yacht. It was a map filled with memories. Each of these big locations had their own bosses, offering mythic weapons, vaults, and we can't forget about the mobility getting around the map, which was great. We had rivers around the map offering great modes of transport which you could swim through or use boats, and I think everyone loved this map. It had a few great versions through the chapter with different seasons and locations, but for me I'd say Season 2 was the pinnacle, just because of the Agency. That's definitely one of the most iconic locations in the history of the game. And finally, taking the crown at number 1, we of course have Chapter 1. This map was a legend in its own right, with iconic locations like Tilted Towers, Pleasant Park, Salty Springs, and Retail Row. But the standout version, I'm actually going to go with Season 8. This map was super versatile, with all the different biomes, including the snow biome, desert biome, regular, and jungle. This was definitely my personal favourite, so many amazing locations, and it was pretty much perfect. So there you have it, the ultimate ranking of Fortnite maps, from worst to best, all just in my opinion. Make sure to comment down below if you disagree, and let me know which map you think is the best we've ever seen. But for now, there's a lot more videos on screen here. Make sure to click another one to keep on watching, and I'll see you over there.